Alright, now that you've done a bit of research, it's time for you to realize your limits. Alright, and limits as in how much money you can put towards your collecting. If it's a hobby for you, you're probably going to limit how much you're going to put into it. If you're short terming, you might be willing to invest a little bit more money, knowing you're going to get some money back quick, or at least hopefully that's the way. And if you're doing long term, then you might actually spend quite a bit of money on certain things. But it's really important to know your limits as far as money, okay? But then you also have limits as far as, all right, so you're doing short term and you need space, all right? If you keep collecting and collecting, you gotta make sure you have space. Now, if you're short termed, you're going to be selling a whole lot more, okay? So space won't be too much of a problem. I do a lot of long-term collecting, so I have to have space, and I also have to know my limits, because you don't want to buy and buy and buy to where you can't live properly, or you can't control the surroundings of your collection. Like if you have them in a garage, you don't want it to get damaged and stuff because it's being all like merchandise is being all mashed up into one another. So that's something really important, is know your limits, all right? And you also got to keep in mind that if you delve into collecting, something might be worth a whole lot of money that you really, really want, and it might be tempting to throw all your money at that item at the time. And I've known quite a few people who they've actually gone in debt while collecting because they wanted one particular item, and then they just end up having to sell that item because they went into debt. So it's definitely know your money limits and know your space limits, and just limits in general. All right, just think about where you're going to place things long term, short term, and how much money you're willing to put into it, and you can go pretty far on that.